Namaste. This video is about explaining steps of telepathy. For telepathy, when you start the practice, you should count yourself down from 25 to 0 and be in a calm state of mind. Then you think of another person and standing opposite a tunnel, and you ask a question and you get the answer as a vibration, like as a signal. This is what I want, this is not what I want. And try to give it words, like 4-5 words, and then you ask that person in real what he wants or doesn't want, and you will feel that the vibration is very similar to reality, and you got the answer in vibrations, but you may not have understood it. Over time, as you keep practicing, you will understand, and you will realize that you don't need to talk to every person all the time. You can just read their minds through telepathy if the soul allows it. And if the soul does not allow it, then there is no need to go near the person, or there is no need to talk too much to the person, because the soul is anyway guarding itself. So especially when you're talking to your children, I have realized after some parenting courses that talking telepathy is a lot easier to get work done than actually telling them things. You can visualize a work done and you will find it done than actually saying do this, do this, do this. Because children usually do not obey you. They don't like to obey you. They follow you vibrationally. If you are being anxious all the time, they are anxious all the time. So things are messed up because they are anxious all the time. So if you are calm in your system, in your being, then you will find the calmness going to the children and them being more organized. Also, schools don't let children rest these days. There is too much homework, there is too much extracurricular. The usual pattern is sleeping at 4:30 in the morning, getting up at 6:30, and basic common sense that 8 to 10 hours of sleep is needed is not understood by schooling. The teachers ignore this fact because there's nobody changing the system. And when you ask people to change the system, they say children should sleep by 10. So, you can't enforce these things when developments have happened. Like after electricity came, nobody sleeps by 5 or 6 p.m. After electricity came, you sleep by 9 or 10. And when internet came, children sleep by 4, 3, 4, 5. So you have to understand that internet has come and changed the school timings, make it flexible. And parents' work timings can be made flexible so that, everybody doesn't feel sacrificed as a goat when getting up in the morning and going to school. It is very difficult for parents, it is very difficult for teachers, it is very difficult for children. And when you start a day with difficulty and negativity, it just increases in the day. Even if you practice positive visualizations for half an hour, but the whole day you've been negative, that half an hour will not count. One drop of light in a bottle of blackness, dark water, will not count. It will remain dark. So you have to make efforts to change your lifestyle so that there is more positivity from the beginning of your day, so that when you do the positive visualization, it is light on light, not light on dark. And then light on light works. So you have to understand why your affirmations are not working if you are continuously working from 4 a.m. in the morning. First meditation, then exercise, then breakfast, cooking breakfast, healthy breakfast, and then schooling, and then coming back, working. So you are continuously working and you are not focusing on your vibrations. Are they relaxed or are they continuously stressed? If they are continuously stressed, you are running, then peacefulness and positivity will not increase happiness in your life. Happiness increases when you are resting for some time, when you are giving space for happiness to come in and negativity to go out. That's why I keep my sessions from 2 to 5 hours, because people are usually running and they need at least 1 to 2 hours just to calm down before they can absorb therapy. And that is why I don't agree with the regular clinical system. Of course, it works miracles for some people, for several people, but that is talking therapy. Like I had a family friend and she has diabetes, and diabetes is usually created by guilt, self-blame. And you are telling yourself, oh, I should die because I'm causing hurt to so many people, than saying that I should live and I'm happy alive and other people are happy with me. So diabetes is reverse of the happy process. And this lady had guilt because she was born a daughter. And this we found out. I said, why do you have guilt? Why such high diabetes? And she said, she thought she sat and thought, and she said in 5 minutes, I was born a daughter from my birth. My mother said you are a girl child. And I kept blaming myself, why am I a girl child? And I said, you are the principal of a college. Does it matter that you are a girl child? And she suddenly realized it did not matter. And after that, she controlled her diabetes. She is like at 6 HbA1c now, and all the expensive treatments reduced, and she is much more happier and balanced. So, just a realization. This happens in talking therapies. And when you want deep healing, then you need 2 to 5 hours of therapy. And all this is definitely made easier if you have telepathy, if you can also communicate through your mind, like you're speaking to a mind with deep effect. You're speaking in Ericksonian hypnosis, that you are breathing deeply and speaking, so that you're communicating vibrationally to the other person, so that he actually feels the experience and then replies. Then you have a therapeutic effect, or then you have an effective method of communication. You see, all the political leaders, most of them are not educated, and there is so much race about education without seeing that the people who are the decision makers are not educated very highly. So why is that? Why are you blindly pursuing education when you don't have an invention to give, when you're simply earning for your living? Then you have to also develop leadership skills, communication skills, and along with education, so that you are an effective speaker. And there are several people who are earning very highly simply because they are effective speakers, and they can communicate vibrationally with their body language, with their tone, and with their speech. And then you believe them. And when you believe them, that is when the success rises. But if you are constantly running at the same time, even if you are very successful, you will not be happy. Happiness requires a focus on mindfulness and positive thinking, like gratitude, seeing the silver lining in the cloud, ensuring your health is good, mental health is good. And what Gen Z is doing, mental health, it is a definite issue. You need to be mentally happy to be successful in the job. Otherwise, why would you be successful? You need satisfaction. You need good mental health to survive, to sustain. And these are things which are coming with evolution, and of course the internet. I think the schooling system will change hopefully in the next 5 years or in the next 50 years. It has to change, because this started 200 years back, and even before that, early morning getting up was a very strict ritual, because there was no electricity. This realization that electricity has come in and you can get a plate has a definite impact on happiness in society, and you have to acknowledge electricity for higher development in your happiness. That is the material aspect. And then the spiritual aspect is you have to acknowledge telepathy, because if you want to communicate to aliens, to people far away, remote healing, or to your children, telepathy is very, very useful. My book has some steps. Chapter 16, Talking Silently, where you can talk silently to the person, and especially if you talk in the night, it has an effect. Or with your parents, you can talk telepathically and keep telling them what you want, and when are you available, and what can they talk to you, and what can't they talk to you, and you can say no to things, so you will not feel so nagged by your parents. All that has to be practiced, and it can be practiced. So past life therapy helps you learn telepathy and practice. When I do it, I teach a lot of things like mindfulness, telepathy, progressive relaxation. You can even learn how to see your past lives, but that requires a lot of discipline of the mind, focus, and learning several healing modalities to be able to heal yourself. But it works, and telepathy is very, very useful for communication. Practice it, and you will get trained in it. Thank you.